Hey there, my dear friends at YouTube. This is the update of what I've been doing, why I missed Drinda's lives and stuff the other night. I took out the lilacs that were back in the very back here, and there's one little baby one back there. I don't know, it's just like right out over there. And anyway, I'm going to try it with my lilacs again, that little baby one. And then there's my echinacea. I got just the small cone right there, and then the bigger one. There are two different breeds right there. She didn't do too good this year, but anyway, because of all of the weird weather we've been having, my elderberries aren't even ripening yet, and they usually are done by now. You know, we're mid-August, and they're still putting out flowers and everything, and this is just really unusual, because my elderberry, like I said, they usually are done by the end of July. And there's my little baby breath. And I'm just basically, and there's this really nice new purple flower. I'm hoping she's going to make it. The bugs really tore her up. I treated her, I did what I could. And then there's my neons right here. My little neons. I've got videos of how they look when they're all in bloom. But, you know, they're getting ready to go to sleep for the winter. Once this heat wave gets done. We got another heat wave coming. And this is strawberry patch number 1. She's quite large. I just got done moving those 3 over on the end, over from underneath the Granny Smith tree. Yep, there's the vinegar to help dissipate and stop these demonic spewers. And then here's my precious pepper plant. Oh, it's the first pepper plant I've ever really grown from seed. It's a red one. You know, they're really, really tasty. I mean, yeah, they got a little bit of kick to them, but they're very delicious. And then I've got the little baby starting. I don't know if they're going to have a chance to get anywhere. And then that's a precious little red flower. I forgot her name, but she's really beautiful. And then there's my roses, my little miniature roses. And then there's some more echinacea I got. I just planted that about 2 months ago. And then we'll go over here. I got done putting this brick out. I made a video about that, but you know, Chris is on it now. He's really a great worker. I really am grateful for Chris coming along. And then this is a salvia. She's getting her stuff, starting to flower out. And then this is the fescue that was over there at the center of where I just showed you all. And this is my new Russian sage that's starting out, that I moved her little pieces of it, and that's another salvia. And then there's my pride and joy. Oh my, yes, my beautiful, beautiful fig trees. Oh, I love my figs. I've got several of them growing, and they are just really just doing very, very well. I'll go out here. There's my Russian sage. I've got water on her. I know she looks kind of rough right now, but trust me, she's going to be all right. She's pretty hardy. I just watered her right when I first came back. I've been watering her nonstop, and I moved the rhubarb away from the other fig tree too. I've been so busy this year getting the yard rearranged. I moved these. These are called fire stickers. They're all purple when they're done for the season, but they're beautiful. The hummingbirds love them. And then these are my new additions right here. They're going to be bringing lots more hummingbirds around. That's the other one. And then my 4 meadow sages, I moved them. They were around the strawberries, and they're doing really well after they're moved. They're really coming back good. They're going to be strong. I was worried about this one right here, but she's doing okay. She came back, you know. They bounced back. There's the Granny Smith tree. We just trimmed it the other day, Chris and I. And there's the elderberry. Yeah, hopefully this heat will bring on the ripening process. They got it's kind of shady, but anyway, there's nothing like the smell of an elderberry flower, and they're really good to make tea out of. But you have to be careful not to ever use any of the leaves, though, because they're toxic. And then there's my cucumbers over there. Got my cucumbers. I've got a couple of cucumbers on this plant already. And yes, there's the rhubarb. The big one in the back, that's Ruby 1. The other one over there, we'll go over there so you can kind of see it a little bit better. It's just darker. I got this thing full light, and it's just because it's the shade. That right there is Ruby 2, R2, and then that's number 3. I'm going to have to get the water up on them right after this video is done being made. There's the cucumber number 2, and then this is my second strawberry patch. I'm going to be cleaning them up and getting them ready for fall. But their strawberries have been very, very good this year. Way better than last year. There's Joe. That's the other fig tree. That's, Joe. And then this is Buddy. Buddy Jr. because, I've already done a video about what happened. I accidentally cut her down, because I didn't think she was going to make it. And she's just done nothing but put more and more out, baby roots, new root cuttings. And I'm happy to say that the first fig tree that I showed you guys, I have got a cutting on it that I started based on what I had seen at other YouTube channels. And I'm really grateful that they put that video out. It's really been helpful. And anyway, I just love fig trees. And this here, I figure I'm going to take care of them and wrap them. There's going to be some that are going to naturally have to be cut back. But I'm going to try to root them. And then if anybody wants one, they can leave a comment. And, once I start to get them, I have to make sure they're going to be available. But I would be willing to, if you guys leave a comment and you want to email me, I will try to get one sent to you so that you can plant it out. But I'm not, I've never done that before, but I would be willing if somebody wanted a fig tree, because there's nothing as beautiful as a fig right off the tree. And then there's my grapes. They're coming back. They're not putting out any. They've got a few on there, but they're not going to be like last year. I was able to send some to Dorinda, my dear friend, and anyway, but this year, they're just recovering. I had to cut them back really bad because, when I first got them, I didn't realize, and I should have known, that the stalks would get really big, and I didn't want the fence to choke it, so I had to cut her to get her out of it. She was clear. This one here, where her is, she was clear down to the end of that fence right there where all the wood stacked up. And I would have had grapes for years if I hadn't trimmed her back. And there's a lot of work to grapes. They're not, you have to keep constantly cutting them. Like right now, you can see, they were looking, they've really bushed out. Anyway, but the rhubarb, I just, please, just keep my rhubarb in prayer, if you would, please, because I don't want to lose it. I was so sad when I found out how you actually got to transplant. You got to cut them in half and everything. And that's the last thing I really wanted to do was cut my rhubarb up like that. It was very painful for me to take the axe to it and start chopping it, I was just like really sad. And I'll give you a little bit of humor at the end. The rhubarb was right over here in front of this fig tree, right in this area right here. And when me and Chris were digging it up, we noticed that. I said, wait, there's this long super root. That root was from here all the way, from here all the way around. It was probably a 2.5 foot long root, and it was about 1 inch thick. And then I thought about it, and it popped into my mind, oh, I see. The fig tree was going to try to choke the rhubarb, because the rhubarb was like trying to expand and the trees couldn't grow. And so the fig tree was going to try to get its revenge and start to choke her. Like put a rope around her roots and squeeze her so that she couldn't take all of the water, because I got my other 3 strawberries right there. But I thought that was kind of cute. That popped into my mind. So anyway. Yeah. Oh, the dragonfly is too fast. Sorry about that spin, guys. I got to get back to work and start watering. There's my little baby blue spruce over there. I've already watered the back roots of the trees, but we're going to be supposed to have the next 2 days, supposed to be like in the hundreds. So I'm going to get busy and start watering down around the trunks of them now, around where, those drip lines can only get so much. So, but because of so much heat that's coming, I got to get the water up on them. I watered the cherry tree. Look at how tall that cherry tree is out there in the background. Oh my. That cherry tree and all of them have just really shot up since I put that bark around them last summer. It was the best thing I ever did. I've got 2 San Rosa plum trees out there that I'm going to have to, there's going to be a lot of grooming going on here in the next couple of weeks. And keep my other 3 pine trees lifted, please, because I don't want to lose them. And putting water on them out there, every time I do, I just get nothing but weeds out there. And so just, if you could keep them in your memories or, your thoughts when you talk, when you go say your request to the Creator, it'd be really great. My shallots came out really good. It's a little bit really nice tasting onions. And I did get a few potatoes. And they were the best potatoes. I mean, I'm gonna be dedicating a little section. I'm gonna buy some bins and grow them in containers. That way I don't have to worry about the bugs, because the bugs ruined a few of them. But anyway, it's been a really, really hot day here, and I just wish you guys all the very best. Take care.